step away from your benches. Well done. Congratulations.
Good job, guys. Well done.
The timing ended up being perfect, but I still wasn't sure if the tuna was cooked properly. I was sort of feeling pretty relaxed. I was kind of getting in the zone and I was on top of all the things I needed to do. So, yeah, I was feeling pretty confident.
This is the custard.
That's my custard.
With the saffron in. Big hit of saffron.
So
So 20 minutes ago, I realized it's time to take my lid off the pressure cooker, which I would have preferred to do in the corner, in quiet. But it turns out that the judges are there at that point.
Let's have a look.
Ah, there we go.
Now that looks all right, doesn't
Looks
it?
all right. Smells good.
Smells
Smell
really nice.
I'm going through the moment of truth now with my polenta because I'm trying to deep fry it, and if it hasn't set properly and if it's not cold enough, it will break apart inside the hot oil. So this is not going to work. The outside of the polenta crisps are sticking to the spoon, and I'm realising this is going nowhere really fast.
What's happened?
I've tried to deep fry my polenta.
Yeah. And it's not working?
Well, I don't have the right utensil.
What utensil do you need?
I usually normally use one of those deep fry things.
Okay.
So I put it on this and put it in there, but that sort of stuck.
You know what? I would maybe try shallow frying them.
Shallow it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just gives you a bit more control. You need to get some control into it.
Yep.
You have 15 minutes to go, and this, if things aren't going quite right, is where the real cooks shine.
Win this challenge and it will give you an advantage going into round 2.
To make the caramel spiderwebs, you just put sugar in the saucepan and then you just heat it and it goes into a liquid. A friend taught me how to do the sugar stuff and I thought it was a good party trick to pull out.
The thing I was most scared about is getting the tuna cooked properly. Not too much, not too little. And I sear it quickly in a bit of butter and then sprinkle the spice mix that I've made over the top of it.
You got 5 minutes to go, so this is it. All that hard work, all that practice, your signature dish is just about to go onto the plate. Make sure your timing's right. Give us some beautiful food. I'm getting hungry.
We're very excited, guys, to taste your food. Taste check, and bring it home.
I got my creme de catalana out of the fridge. I realized it was a bit runny and I put my caramel on top and then started plating up my curry.
In this last 5 minutes, I've got to basically blacken the tuna and we'll see what happens here. See, that's not really hot enough. That's just not hot enough.
It's 2 minutes to go and I'm plating up and I feel quite comfortable and I step back from my workbench and I realise that Kirk is having some trouble with his dish. And he does seem very panicked and he's hopping from side to side.
You all right?
Yes and no.
What's the no?
The no is that this didn't really get hot enough.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's kind of doing its business underneath.
Yeah.
But what I don't want it to be is too rare.
Yeah. You know what? It's going to draw through. It's really thin. You've got just on a minute. It's not far. Yeah. You know what I would do? Is get everything else on the plate.
Come on, guys, you got 60 seconds to go. You've got 10 seconds to go.
I'm still panicking because it's still a bit raw on the outside.
8,
This could turn out to be like a sashimi dish on top of my celeriac.
3, 2, 1. Step away from your benches. Well done. Congratulations.
Good job, guys. Well done.
The timing ended up being perfect, but I still wasn't sure if the tuna was cooked properly.
So now is tasting time. We're going to taste each one of your dishes individually. And of course, Matt, George and I will pass just a little bit of judgment.
Remember, the winner gets the chance to pick the dish that all of you have to cook in the next round, which is the pressure test.
First, Kirk Pengilly from In Excess. Please bring forward your dish for tasting.
There's kind of a bit of an awkward silence. It's almost like going to the headmaster's office or something. My main concern through, the whole hour and a half is that I was going to overcook it.
Yeah.
And when it came to the crunch, I was actually worried that I'd undercook it.
Undercooking it. Should we have a look at the tuna first? Happy with that?
Yeah, it's...
I think the tuna's cooked perfectly. It's really, really nice. It's pink in the centre. It's not rare, it's not wobbly. It's drawn through nicely, and that keeps it nice and moist. So there's a nice meatiness about it, which is great. Black and spice has got a kick to it. The lotus root chips, I love those. Give me a big pile of those in a basket and a beer. I'm a happy man. They're fantastic.
These are, I'm with Gary, they are awesome.
They're a winner, aren't they?
They're really beautiful.
I think the issue with the dish is it's a bit clumsy. It doesn't necessarily work as a whole. To a degree, some of that's about the plating, and some of that's about how you play with the flavors. Because the elements there all work really well, they're just not quite speaking to each other.
Thank you.
Imagine if I dropped it, huh?
I just thought, please compliment me. Please. I mean, the last thing you need in life is honest feedback. That's the problem with this situation, right? Is they have to give you honest feedback. Otherwise, it'd be a boring show.
So under this comedy exterior, is there a real competitor that wants to win this one?
Well, usually I wouldn't care, but today I feel very competitive. I don't know why.
It's cooked well. It's a nice braise. It's got some sweetness about it, which I presume comes from the dates. I like the flavours. I like it a lot. I like the taste of the creamy soup, but it's not creme catalan.
Yeah.
That's not a bad job, man. That braise is quite tasty.
Yes, I know.
The issue with this dish here is it hasn't set.
Yeah.
So as a creme catalan, it's a failure. As a saffron custard,
Yeah.
it's a success, It's got good saffron flavour. The balance and the texture of the custard is impressive. Two dishes that are a step away from being really fine restaurant quality cooking.
Thank you.